Yes, this poster must stop bullies dead in their tracks. I wish I could bring a mini Warren with me to my science exams.
Excuse me, Max. Can you come over here?
Sure.
You look worried. Do you have something you want to tell me?
I saw David Madsen harassing Kate yesterday. He was scaring her.
Mr. Madsen confuses fear with security. I'm sorry.
Oh yes, I have an actual...
Let me see that photo after class. And Max, I promise this matter is being discussed by the faculty. I assume you know about this viral video?
Kate is freaked out by all this. She can't do homework while she's being tormented on a daily basis.
What if Kate brought this on herself? She means well, but maybe she doth protest too much. She seems like she's holding back the truth.
EMF waves and the
Have you talked
5G
to her?
that I wasn't aware I was supposed to have.
Yes,
like, why were
I
they
talked
giving
to her
me
on the
5G?
phone today.
I didn't pay
She
for this. I
needs
didn't
friends
want
and
this.
support now.
But I'd get angry. And
I just
she
don't
would
want
get-
Kate Marsh to become the next Rachel Amber.
Rachel Amber? What does she have to do with Kate?
With all her missing persons posters around, it's hard not to think of her.
Rachel was nothing like Kate. And Principal Wells said you had something on your mind you wouldn't tell him. You care to share?
I saw Nathan with a gun in the girls' bathroom yesterday.
millions of dollars
I was too scared to go to Principal Wells.
So she
This is a serious accusation.
So you don't believe me?
I figured,
I would never make something like this up.
I hope so, Max. But it's easy to point fingers. If Mr. Madsen claims you might be as popular as he did, should I believe him?
Whatever. I mean,
Listen,
I can't compete.
should I?
So,
Excuse me, Max.
I just let it go.
Hello.
And moved on. But I was doing
Yes?
my own thing, and that's when I was like,
Hold on. I have to take this, so just go into class and I'll be there soon.
Because she was asking me for money and all this and that. She needs help. I even was going to bring her to Belize that time. She was going to go to Belize with me. And, you know, it was all going to be hooked up just fine when future... I mean, she really screwed up royally, you know, because, I mean, she'd have it made, basically. It would have been an easier life. She's going through hell as we speak. And now, this is how that cause and effect karma comes. Because I put a curse on all of it, the whole spell and magic. Like I told you guys, this is how I know this shit works. I told her, hey girl, I'm going to sell that truck next week. It's a $52,000 NV 2500 truck, cargo van. I loved that van, it's material, but I said I don't need it anymore. It's driving me crazy, it's keeping me enslaved. It was keeping me enslaved to her, all the bills. I saw how financially a marriage works. That you tie yourself in financially with a companion and you can't leave. And so you're stuck with a chaotic and toxic relationship that you never, in your heart, in your wildest dreams, would have thought you would want. And I did not want this. It was hell every day. There was no love. She wasn't sweet to me ever. I would try to buy her things and be kind and kind. They could make a whole movie out of this shit, and they probably will end up making a movie out of this, as they have done many different times with events in my life. This secret agent spy sabotaged my life, my business, tried to destroy and take everything. I still remained loyal, committed, and a lover companion to all of that, and she threw me off in the ditch, practically, for this girl who's a drug addict, who, guess what? I'm telling you, here's the karma. Set her up in a Walmart, got all these clothes.
Conversation with you right now, okay? Would you please just hang up the phone? Okay. Huh? Yes. Uh-huh. Sure, okay. Listen, I do have a class I have to teach. I have to go. Okay, I'll do that. Oh, I know. That makes sense. Huh? Seriously, I have to hang up now. Let's talk about this later. We'll talk later, okay? I have to go. Because I can't have this conversation with you right now, okay? Would you please just hang up the phone? Okay. Huh?
Dana, you are out of control.
I guess I'm out of time to turn in a photo for the contest. Irony.
How do I look, Taylor? You look like that.
Whoa, Mr. Jefferson is not messing around with that monster. He probably paid 20 grand for that camera. I bet he gets pristine digital images. But I still dig my little instant camera.
Do you think Max will be pissed we're sitting at her desk?
Oh, I'm sure she'll report us to the principal. Like I give a flying fuck.
Or she'll run to Mr. Jefferson, like he gives a shit.
Like anybody does. Max is such a little...
Shh, I think she can hear us.
I should have told the principal about Nathan and the gun just for life insurance. I feel so awkward after bagging on Victoria yesterday. Dana is ready for her 15 minutes of fame. I like Taylor's artistic side, not her personality. That's a great sketch of Dana. Daniel is the real deal. Daniel is always on the outside looking in. It's hard to not like Hayden because he just doesn't give a shit.
Like she said was, oh, I just fired Charlie. And it's funny. Been by her side for 7 years, thick and thin, and I think this was where that they could cut ties because she's an agent. But see, she will no longer get paid for being with me, okay, being a data collector. They have these data collectors who are my friends, and this one she was probably getting paid the most to watch over me and see what I was about, what I was doing at all times. And now I have nothing and nobody watching me other than the AI bot cams in the Matrix. So tying that in together, she knew the kid that I was talking about who through Transylvania was a vampire, drinking blood, all this shit, and she hears on the phone, that's what he tells me, that they're underground in these underground cathedrals. They have all this crazy sex and occultic orgies with newborn babies and even toddlers and underage teenagers. And I'm thinking, damn, this is crazy. Like, I didn't even know what to expect around this time. I have one girl who wants me to go to Fiji with her. I probably should have done that, but it's probably another same case scenario. I don't know these people, solid. Like I said, a lot of them, this is how I know they're elitist. They're tied in, and they will use you. They will pull you in, suck you in, especially when you're higher intelligence. They'll want to life or kill you. They are murderers in some type of way, shape, or form. You could say sociopathic or psychotic. I'm not one to believe in reptilians and these different blood types because I haven't personally seen it. In the AI shadow reflection world, I am sure that it exists. I'm sure many crazy things exist in this matrix simulation world. If you believe in it, it will create it somewhere. If you believe in Jesus, enough, you will have that black sun above that's below create a Jesus Christ will be walking around this earth. Because you believed it enough as a living soul, you'll actually manifest it. But the black sun does not want that. So if you have a real relationship with God, your higher self, your pineal gland will antenna connect, the spiritual gland that it is, with the creator of this universe, which is the black sun. When you do that, you'll look in the mirror and see this big black ball, and you're looking at yourself in the mirror. You walk into that mirror, welcome to the fifth dimension. You are in Hyperborea. You have all control over space and time. The fourth dimension becomes yours, and the third dimension becomes yours. Of course, this information is not told in a book. They're not going to want this shit to get out. So that's just basically how it goes, Yay!
monsieur.
That's a great sketch of Dana. Daniel is the real deal. That's a great sketch of Dana. Daniel is the real deal. What's up, Daniel?
Waiting to draw Dana after Hayden gets his paparazzi on. I hope you like the sketch I did of you yesterday.
Love. And it's my new avatar.
Excellent. I got tons of likes on FB. Made you blush.
Shut up.
Some.
No time to talk, Max. Posing in progress.
So cool to see Mr. Jefferson's actual published pictures. Gives me hope.
No time to talk, Max. Art in progress.
I'm kind of doing something now, Max.
It's hard to not like Hayden because he just doesn't give a shit.
Here comes the mysterious Max, disguised as a hipster.
Or paparazzi. I want that photo whore, or I get nasty.
Too late.
Meow! Bring out the claws. I love seeing chicks fight.
Can I sit down, please?
I don't know. Can you?
Let her have the desk. That's all she's got.
Assholes.
Here comes the mysterious Max, disguised as a pixie hipster.
Or paparazzi. I want that photo whore, or I get nasty.
Too late.
Meow! Bring out the claws. I love seeing chicks fight.
Can I sit down, please?
I don't know. Can you?
Let her have the desk. That's all she's got.
Assholes.
today. I guess it's the best. Let's see.
Yo, Eric, what up?
Sean, what's up, Sean? You there?
What up, bud?
Hey, we are live, and I'm going live on Facebook too. I'm trying to get this back on, start the YouTube over. We're going to be talking about today vampires, blood, cannibalism, and then my ex-girlfriend. I figured that they all kind of tied together, so.
Yeah, I'm over up in the islands, Lake Erie Islands. It's called Clinton Bay. It's like a 1 by 3 mile little island, and everybody just rides golf carts around.
No way.
So I'm just cruising around. It's like, it's crazy, man. You know, when you go into like a bar or something, it's like when you're standing up, you have to have your mask on, but it's like, it's crazy. It's like, I don't even know how it's still functioning.
Wow.
It's out of whack, dude. It's becoming Looney Tunes right before my eyes.
I gotta see pictures of that. I can't believe that. It's like off the coast. Like you actually drove over to it.
Yeah, you gotta take a little ferry. You know, you can drive your car on there if you want, or you can take the Jet Express and just ride over.
Wow, that would be awesome. Kind of reminds me back of Hawaii, just like that.
Yeah. Hold on.
Got all these things going. I'm trying to see how the heck you go live on Facebook anymore. I don't even know. Jeez, they make it difficult.
Yeah.
I
don't know how you go from jump out to all these different accounts and you keep track of all that. It's just
it can be a lot. Sometimes I just jump into it. I have no clue. If I had to keep this organized, dude, like, oh my god.
You got a lot of it automated, don't you?
Well, some of it, yeah. But this podcast thing really is badass. I gotta admit. You know, I like it because see. That's the other thing I want to get people, like, that actually follow, that actually give a fuck about what I say. I mean, it's one thing if you don't like me, then, you know, just jump on here and say, hey, go fuck yourself, plot. Jump off the damn cliff. And that's fine, too, you know. I don't mind that. The hatred instilled by many people and the death threats. You know, vampire child, agent, girlfriends. A different word than trainee. What would be another one? Maybe a trainee, like a train. Trainee.
A train hyphen A. Train A.
What do they call themselves? What do they call themselves? Politically correct. They call themselves something. You know what I'm talking about?
A B C D Q R S T.
What do they call?
It's like LGB something.
Right? Yeah. But, and it's like something like non-person or some shit, non-sex oriented or some crap like that, like it's like, I forget, there's a word for it, and they call themselves that, like, and it's really weird. It almost sounds like asexual. It's like asexual, but it's different. Maybe it is transsexual. No, that's not it.
Yeah, there's Facebook made like 15 genders or like 50 genders or something. Oh, crazy.
I just shaved myself up for everybody, so I look all clean cut here. I don't normally do that. I'm looking good. Wouldn't you say, guys? No. Okay.
Awesome, man.
I'm not sure if this is live. I'm like, I could be talking to myself and saying what's up, but okay. So, let's see. Aloha, everybody. We're on live podcast with my buddy Sean. We're live over here at the Black Sun King podcast. So we got that going on. I think I'm going live on. Whoa, dude. Life is Strange. And
oh yeah, you got that. Yeah, like part of the vampire thing. Before I pick up my friends because they wanted me to chill there, at the table.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I want to roll the golf cart around and explore the island.
Hell yeah.
And it's like, So like they're trying to get, and I texted them. I was like, man, you just gotta know about me. I don't participate in that energy exchange. And it's like, that's cool. Do your thing. So
That's
that's
cool.
People just trying to. It's pretty much what it is. A subconscious like energy exchange between two people, and it's just like, so at a certain point, man, it's just like, I don't know, it gets too much. Just you want to devote your energy to yourself.
Yeah. That's good. I mean, it can be hard sometimes when you just, just go with it. But it's like, fuck, what's the best choice for me? What's the best choice for them? And then you just flow with it. It just happens, You know exactly what to do,
Yeah.
Holy shit, y'all. I can't believe this. I'm live on Facebook twice somehow. We're on the live podcast. Let me see if I can get this over. Holy crap, that'd be awesome. I am wired up like an FBI agent right now. Okay.
It's your birthing month.
Huh?
That's why it's your birthing month.
I know, man. I'm birthing, baby. You're birthing too.
We're crowning, dude. We're fucking crowning.
Hell yeah, man. I don't know. I'm looking at every fucking thing here. Okay, I got the Bose. Let's see if it works. There we go. Okay, so then I'm on the PlayStation. So we got the BlackSunKing. Oh no, they knocked us off. Probably too much internet going on. Damn. That would have been cool. And I did see Og, and I talked to Og, and so hopefully he'll respond to me because I don't know. I had some mentally stimulating stuff that I asked him, and we'll see if he replies.
Nice, man. You emailed him? That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if him and Devin did a little podcast. Yeah, us three, dude. You three, that'd be powerful, man.
I know. I mean, even just if we sat there and did nothing, it would be powerful. That's how powerful that is.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
Joking around.
I mean, of course we would say shit because to communicate with the masses, but I mean, it would be just so much spiritual, mental powers going on. We could just look at each other, and I can't imagine the conversation. It'd just go from one thing to another with your balance of just bringing the right topic up, and then, everybody's power. I mean, this is one thing after another. And Og talked about the things that we talked about earlier. 2 different segments. He talked about magnetism and electricity. Then he talked about the subconscious and the matrix, how that ties together. I was just like, no way. It's almost as if he is watching our segments or something. Like, it was crazy. He's like, we're all that connected. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But Bailey, Sarah, and Garel, welcome. Welcome to the show. You're here live. We're live. We got someone who's on an island, chilling, and doing big things there.
Yeah, I'm sure. Did you hear my engine rolling? I wanted to get the dang freaking electric one. That's what I got last time, but you got to get the 4-person one and move the gas cart. You got to deal with that.
Dude, I know how that is. I totally know how that is, and it's all bumpy. Like, have you ever done the bumpy rides? It's like bumpy the whole damn time.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, it does suck. That's pretty much. Yeah.
Never put your weight all the way to the front of your trailer with like a big ass machine or something, because then your shock's gonna be all the way down. It's gonna be the roughest, worst ride of your life. I promise.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, check that ball cruncher. And so yeah, I'm not really sure. There we go. Oh no, I'm going to keep on the wrong one. Here we go. That's a good picture there. So yeah, I had the number one request that everybody wanted me to talk about my ex-girlfriend being an agent, and then basically that subject matter, and then what was it? Transgender clones, vampires, and human trafficking, what do they call those test tube babies, and the Matrix stimulants. So there's some topics right there I can figure out for everybody. And one thing I want to get out there with real loud and clear is make sure to follow my ERI dash plus Eric. Facebook is unpublished the Sun official fan page, which had many. We were getting tens of thousands a day on that one. The main one we reach 1,000. How are we going to unpublish that? Won't be able to hear from me anymore. They have completely me down once and for all. So there's that. So just anybody that's my true friend or wants to be a part of Stranded Jungle, what we're about, what we're doing, it wants a plan A in case shit hits feeling the Matrix or if you want to follow the podcast. On me and freaking out like you. Other than the toll-free number, you can always hold me at 598-9659. But if I'm in the jungle, guys, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just won't be able to respond back. WhatsApp is the only place other than that from my does to get me up and get a hold of me. It's and we. So now something big's about this time, way big, and it's about to happen. Dramatic, powerful thing, and it has to be happening. And of course, such Sean Knight. These are powerful dates. It's about to occur. Okay, one way, shape, or form. There is a subconscious evolution on in a revolution. I've had these dreams every night, and I just a lot of power, a lot of real magnetic energies and subconscious. So I know in the conscious something big's about to occur, no doubt. And like I said, there's always something big that's been happening since I had the Black Sun event back in March 2019. It's been crazy. Dates like September is usually when something big happens. That I will probably be taken down completely by then. I don't want to jinx myself or put that in my subconscious, but you never know what could happen, basically. I'm not sure if we lost Sean or not, but Sean's on there, yeah. And let me see, this is recording. Okay, so we got that recorded, we got this recorded. Basically, my little spiel here. We're on a lot of different podcasts now. Check out the Ascension, Water Fast, the Hyperborea, the things. We're going to have links down below for everything that's going on, what's not going on. That was with the Devin Mackey. When he left, I came out with the Ascension, Water Fast, the Hyperborea, Heart Within, and Flat Earth Paradise. So we kind of teamed up with him. He's a part of this in a sense. I'm not saying he's a part of what we're doing. But we have a tribal agreement in some way, where if anything does go bad, you have a bridge. If you know Devin and friends with him, we've got a total safety net. So there's nothing anyone can ever worry about. Just as a backup, there's nothing ever to worry about anyway, no doubt. But sometimes life hits and we get these challenges, and you don't know, maybe we're part of that. And it's going to be how we click. It's how we come together. It's how the story prolongs and forward thrust into the future. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know. Don't stop. A blessing and a miracle have to happen. It's bound to happen. It's going to happen either way. You can't stop this shit. It's the gravy train, baby. And, yeah, but this, it's the vampiric. When I say vampiric, people freak out too. Like, what is he talking about? So, a couple things. I'm just going to jump into my girlfriend. Sean kind of knew. I think he's known a couple of my girlfriends of recent. And, you know, this event took place around the time I actually met Sean. And I met my buddy Austin. He's probably watching or listening on one of the channels. Real cool people, real cool dude, living souls right there. Helped me when I needed it, and I know we've really traded a lot of information from each other, and just reciprocated and synchronized. That's the big thing right now. The synchronization is when you're with a companion, you don't feel connected to, you feel like it's a stagnant relationship, or things are just not working out, or it's a nightmare. I really feel you need to get out of that type of situation. So basically, for the past 7 years, I had been with a woman who had practically, and I'm not going to say any names, but manipulated the situation to the point where I knew there was some weird shit eventually that was going on. It made me to the point where I thought I was going to be jumped and killed. And in fact, I had 3 agents, all dressed in black, who broke into our house. And keep in mind, we lived in a nice neighborhood at the time. And, like, I don't even know how they could have broke in. They didn't steal a damn thing. They did not touch anything. This is what was a giveaway. It was really strange. You didn't take any of my big screen TVs, my computer, my guitar. I mean, I have documentation, and I have over 12 hard drives. Over 20 terabytes worth of hard drive information from videos, classified information, stuff you would blow your mind that I have. It's in possession. And I'm sure the FBI is aware of this. I'm sure CIA knows about this. And, you know, I'm not saying anything they don't know. They've probably been in my computer. However, most of my stuff is encrypted. All of it is encrypted. So there's no way they have access to it. So I thought they broke in to take my information from my computer. I have, like, libraries of information. Maybe not like Google or anything super, you know, whatever. But, yeah, man. Hey, brother, we love you, Sean, man. And take care. You can jump back on here. Just use that link, I think. Sean's the man. Everybody give a round of applause for Mr. Sean Beyond God, brother. Awesome guy. Awesome guy. It's really good stuff. And so it's always nice. It's an honor to have him on the show. He really inputs a lot of information. And he's kind of like more of the behind-the-scenes guy. You just wouldn't believe how much inspiration that helps. We need that motivation. So we have good living souls in the 144. I feel like it's a gang name or something. We're the 144, motherfucker. Spiritual gangsters, of course. And we know how to manipulate and the simulation matrix to the point where we are in control. And that's what we're delving into, some really powerful stuff, magical information, and things like that. So thanks, Sean, for being on and all your input. I actually am inviting Devin Magby now. We'll see if he also wants to tag along. Might try to get Og Teller. I got another guy that wants to go on and ask some questions, so we'll see about that. Let's invite him now, because I think he had questions about cloning and transgender A. I call it. That's what I need to call it. We're going to call it officially, guys. Transgender A. This is what we'll call it. Okay. Instead of calling it Class A tranny, because apparently when I call it Class A tranny, I get taken down. They don't like that. Okay, there's the podcast. Hopefully Emily or someone may pop on. That would be great. We'll invite this guy here, Carol. I say guy because it's actually a guy, but I'm not sure what it is. That's a guy, female. I don't know. Maybe they're a Class A tranny. That's bringing me to that point where it is the okay, so we're going to talk about vampires and Class A tranny, my agent ex-girlfriend, and Emily. Hey, what's up, Emily? Cool. That's cool. Hey, it's no big worry. I know. I always come on at weird times, so it's not it's not a big deal at all. But I've had more people request about this because they're like, Eric, what is this about? You're talking about Class A trannies, or your ex-girlfriend was an agent. You know, I know. It's nuts, right? So we're going to get into that. Cloning, because actually, Emily, you had brought this up. I saw it. Someone sent down the way that you're talking about, I think, test tube babies, cloning, and I even have melanin harvesting and organ harvesting. So I'm going to talk more about that because I do know about a lot of this. The agents who jumped me, they actually didn't steal anything. So I thought that was strange. Like, okay, why aren't you going to steal? Like, 3 guys just busted into my house. Nobody had any access to any, like, it was all locked, first of all. So I didn't know how they could have even, even got in. But it's whatever. Today, this is when I was freaked out and paranoid, because I wrote the article, Illuminati Bloodlines, just like Sir Franz, what's his name, Hans Flitzmeier, okay? I knew him. Now, they killed him, okay? They killed my buddy Lamb, I forgot his last name now, Nelson, okay, from California. He's like a genius that knows everything there is to know about nuclear radiation. Like, you know how much I know about moringa and nutrition and the black sun and stuff? Well, this guy was an actual researcher as well. I'm a real researcher. Basically, and that doesn't really matter because you all are awesome researchers too. You guys have helped me and taught me so much. I appreciate y'all. But this guy, if you look him up, he was on Ian Jacquelin's show. I was on Ian Jacquelin's show, and he was going to interview the two of us. Basically, his show is called I Cure Cancer. I have 2 segments on there. In California, in a ritzy area in Hollywood, okay? So the guy has a lot of this money, and he's over here talking about the nuclear radiation in the world. Now, this is what freaked Ian out, because he's like, oh my God, this is going to get you killed. Pretty much Ian, I'm not sure if he's a shill or not, like a gatekeeper, that what he does is he gets people to talk about shit that's really deep, and he finds some of the best people. It makes me wonder if he's not like a CIA agent himself who is over here gatekeeping the information and then setting us up for failure. I'd hate to say that, but Ian, there's a lot of things that show that you work for the CIA. And that's perfectly fine. Most of my best friends, I know they work for the FBI or CIA, and they're just trying to leak information with me by being my friend, okay? I know that. And I'm getting really honest with this segment. They're called data collectors, is what I call them. And again, it's not because of who I am or I'm anything special. I'm a public figure, just like you could. And I put the link right there, how to follow the podcast. There's a link that says follow or show, so you can do that, by the way. And basically, so Lamb died. I could actually pull up a video of him. Let me pull up a video so you guys can see who I'm talking about. He's on I Cure Cancer, and he was going to be on the second show with me, but I was into Jesus, a Jesus freak at the time, and he didn't like that, and we clashed, right? Sadly. So, now get this. They took chemtrail projectiles and shot them into his Californian apartment. Okay? I never even heard of this, but he contacted me saying that there were these projectiles that went into his window and literally was like a chemtrail in your window. Okay? And this chemtrail, he started to notice it, and it was already too late. And he literally just died overnight. Like, nobody even knew what happened to Lamb. I'm trying to pull it up. Here he is. I Cure Cancer. Zen Live TV. We'll go to Zen Live. So basically, around that time, I had been invited to all of their big hobnob. And they were all going to meet together, some of the best cancer researchers and people, holistic doctors and stuff in the whole world. And I didn't go. Luckily, I did not go because it was hell. There was a lot of crazy madness going on. You can ask Lynette, Isabella, the Guru, Ian Jacqueline. It was crazy chaotic. And so what I'm getting at, here he is, Lamb Chef. There it is. I'm just going to show you guys this clip. Okay? This is my buddy, Ian Jacqueline. And I was on his show too. Let me see. Oh, no, I can't play it because it's hooked to my speakers around my neck that is using this to record. Well, if you look up Ian Jacqueline, I Cure Cancer, Lamb, L-I-A-M, Chef, the guy is a brilliant genius on radiation and stuff like that. There he is, okay? Right before our interview to go live, and they also wanted to interview me with Dr. Seavey. You may have heard of Dr. Seavey. A brilliant horticulturist, genius, doctor of our time. Saved more people's life with HIV, cancer, and diabetes than any other man besides myself. Literally on record, going into court and proving that with papers. Okay, so this is the segment right there. Check him out. Lamb Chef, if you want to. He actually, look, Lamb Chef, conspiracy realist. iHealth.tube. He's been Aaron, the health nut. You can check her out. Okay, she had something to do with this, but I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to get into some weird autopsy type shit. But they killed him. Okay, they killed Lamb. They killed another guy that we had known. I think they were coming after me, and then they were coming after Ian. Ian started freaking out. Ian Jacqueline started freaking out. Now he won't go on record and say that because he's too tied in. So there's a lot of conflict of interest with that. Okay. I'm not sure where I should be talking. If I'm on this one too, it looks like they cut me off on that one. I have no clue what happened to that one. So I guess I'm just on the handheld here. No, I am live, aren't I? I'm really not sure. It's like repeating. Okay. Well, we were live on the other thing, so I'm going to tie this in with, okay, everything. So the guys that jumped me, I know this is like such an ADHD conversation, but sometimes in life it has to be. Basically because I'm doing like 3 to 10 different things at once usually. Okay, so the 3 agents jumped me. They broke in, didn't steal anything, and they literally jumped me and tried to kill me. Luckily, I'm a pretty decent fighter. I'm not like the best fighter in the world, but I mean, I had adrenaline rush. Plus, I was on some C-Max, which is like this energy type nootropic thing, and I just didn't feel any pain at the time. And I mean, I was going to hell on the one guy. And then 2 of them, they just ran off and said, fuck it. But I beat the shit out of one. I got beaten to a pulp. My eyes were bloody. I have pictures of this. And you could ask my ex-girlfriend at the time, she'll tell you how crazy it was. Because see, at that time, she was doing her route with her Mini Cooper. And I kid you not, she said a guy in a fancy, like Rolls Royce type of a car just rammed her in the back of the Mini Cooper. And, literally totaled our Mini Cooper, right? That same time, okay, broke her nose, blood everywhere, and I had a broken wrist due to all this, and it was just all fucked up. It was crazy. Now, yeah, I now know that I had created this through my own paranoia, and that's when you can attract that energy in. So I'm going in one aspect, very conscious. So there's an aspect where if you're in the Matrix, just like Lamb, this is a great correlation. Lamb Chef, he was killed. Why? Not because of what he knew. He died because he was killed because of basically where he was at the time. When you're in the environment that has you in the line of fire, you're asking for that destruction to come to you. You attract it in. So I was in Hollywood, for example, and I'm a movie star, right? I'm bringing that on me basically because I'm the one who's asking them for notoriety, money, a job, whatever. When you put yourself in the line of fire, it can affect you. It's just like as much as if you start drinking poison water or lemonade and then you start to hallucinate and you go crazy. Okay, there's real things that can happen in the Matrix, but you have to fall for them first. So it's your own creation subconsciously that sets you up down the wrong path. Where you, if you're a real true living soul that's evolved and matured, you should say, wait a second. This person's not my friend. I need to go down this other route, to follow the light route, right? And follow the light, become one with that light. You go down to the darkness and you overcome their darkness bullshit. And that's how I beat those 3 agents who jumped me. But get this, after that is when I found the black sun. That is when I knew I was about to die. That day I was going to die. I had no qualms about it. I knew there was like a sniper rifle out my window and they were going to shoot me dead. Okay. I knew that. I believed it. I knew it was going to happen. I didn't know what to do. It was for the life of me. I thought, this is really scary. What am I going to do next? Basically that day I was going to die. I see this black spinning vortex. I've told this story before. If you go up Black Sun Baby playlist, I tell the story succinctly. I was freaked out. You can tell I was freaked out for my life. I thought I was going to fucking die, okay? Like, no bullshit. I wasn't paranoid, schizophrenic. I wasn't high on drugs. I knew I was going to fucking die. I felt like my girlfriend was even a part of it, okay? This is how crazy it was. Like, she was making sure, almost like a chip in her head, that they were controlling her. And get this, through 5G, they were controlling her. I know this is all going to sound like some whacked out story, but when we had Wi-Fi, I checked my Wi-Fi one time. It took weeks for me to figure this out. But it had been there for over a year. I noticed it all of a sudden popped up. I never clicked on it. But what I started to notice was my Wi-Fi would switch to the 5G Wi-Fi, okay? Which was crazy enough as it was that I thought, well, why is it doing this to me? What is it? What's this 5G? Like, I thought that shit wasn't supposed to unroll out like in a year or two. This was 2019, and it was actually going on since 2018. Now, let me tell you something weird. I had figured out, discovered on my own. I'm a very spiritually connected person and sensitive. I could say many of you who know who I am may know that about me. And I'm not crazy. I'm a truth teller. Everything I say is merit. It's legit. I don't make up just bullshit for attention or just have a talking, matter. Okay? I don't make shit up. Let me drink some of this Moringa Kratom real quick. Yeah, get you some Moringa, by the way. I wish that we had this live. Okay, just hold on. I'm telling you, the story gets crazy. It gets even crazy. 1 second. Oh. And I've been really holding back telling this, basically for public scrutiny, and I didn't want people to think I was nuts. I'll have a segment probably later where I'll play my guitar one last time. My red Crimson Beauty right here. Isn't that nice? Yeah, I've taken her to Hyperborea. It's like weird though. Okay. And shout out to Elena if she's out there. Elena, rock on with you and Sean. I missed talking to you guys. I wanted to say something. We got cut off. And I don't know. I think Sean's still connected, but there's no microphone going through, which is good. Everything's perfect on this end. Okay, so the agents getting jumped. Okay, this is when I started putting it together. Keep this in mind. 7 years ago, I dated this woman for 7 years. I truly had this feeling like she had been paid to watch me for a long time. And you know what? That almost enticed me more. I hate to say it. It was almost some weird turn-on fetish that I knew I was part of the CIA. But at the same time, I knew I was being protected by the CIA. But then that made me wonder, because I'm over here exposing a lot of deep information, confidential. At that time, especially, if you would have even known the stuff that I was presenting years ago, 2 to 5 years ago, was insane. That now today they've had to completely wipe clean. Like, all of my stuff is gone. 800 videos, 11 years of work, 233 Vimeo videos. Yes, this stuff, if a normal person would have watched, it would have opened their eyes. They've been like, holy shit. Okay? They removed all that. They got rid of all of it. They cleaned it, they swiped it clean. What's weird is this girlfriend of mine told me, they said, we're going to get rid of Eric Plott in 2019. And I thought, what do you mean by that? Like, what does that even mean? You're going to, kill me? And I was I was a little bit in fear when they said that. I'm going to be honest. At the time, I didn't know about the Black Sun. This is where the shift transition happened. This is like my ministry for this Black Sun thing, was I began to freak out. And I could feel like, okay, it felt like there was a sniper rifle gonna shoot me dead out the window. My girlfriend's sitting over here, and it seems as if she's already been cheating on me, perhaps. Like, she's a freaking spy, right? Okay, so I had this spy for a girlfriend because everything went downhill when I got close to her. My business in 2016 practically completely crashed, okay? And that's when I moved in with her. And I started buying her stuff and everything in the world she could have ever wanted. She had the life. We were living it. But I knew there was something weird about everything she said. Nothing added up. It wasn't clear. She had like this sneaky side life, backdoor life. Like, almost like she would go to a job or a work site, and then she'd go and be on the phone. That she always made sure she was on the phone with me at all times. So we were always connected. I mean this literally. For years, we were connected on the phone. It was kind of weird. I was like, whoa, is this possessive? But I said, all right, whatever. And at the same time, it was almost to keep an eye on her, because I didn't trust her. So it was huge trust issues. It was neglect. It wasn't healthy at all. But I think she was trying to kill me, because I know there's a big price tag on my head if they could kill me. But the only way, like I said, just like Lamb Chef, the only way that they can kill an Archon, or you, for that matter, a living soul, rather, the only way they can kill a living soul is if you put yourself, what I say, in the line of fire. So, because look, imagine this. If I joined Masonry, if I was going to stay here for another 5 to 10 years, I would join fucking Masonry, right? Why? Because if I want to make money, they're the only ones where it's possible, where you can get a career, everything works together,